Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I've got the cutest bug paper. Love this stuff. Love this paper so much. You can see I've been using it. It's just a lot of fun. Perfect bits that you could make Instacards with those. Instant paneling. It is adorable. It is utterly charming. And if you don't like bugs, you've got fruit. You know, we've got blackberries, or maybe they're loganberries. Not sure, strawberries, and then we've got my beloved toadstools at the back, and on the reverse of all of that it's all fairly plain. Picnic gingham, just, yeah, simplistic. Ditzy floral. Did not know we had ditzy floral. That's cute. Okay, so I need to not mix up my pre-cut pieces because I'm going to make a flat topped milk carton box with you today. So please don't worry about writing any of the measurements down. They will all be on my blog. If you click open the description bar, the blog post is there, which has got everything written up for you. So you can, and the video is embedded in the blog post as well, so you can watch at the same time as reading all the measurements. But piece of cardstock, 11 by 8 inches, 28 by 20 centimetres. This is old olive. Couldn't tell you the last time I used old olive. Okay, on the long side, score it at 2 5/8 of an inch, 5 1/4, 7 7/8, and 10 1/2 inches. Like I say, don't worry about writing this down. I'm just reading it for purposes of video. 6 1/2, 13, 19 1/2, 26 centimetres. On the short side, score it at 2 inches, 5 inches, and 7 inches, which in metric again, 5, 12 1/2, 17 1/2. Okay, all my family is in the house, well, apart from a university student. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mark some bits as well. Yeah, he's not here, but everybody else is, and they're making a lot of noise. Right, so so I need to put markings in at the halfway mark on 2 of these bits, but in inches it's 2 5/8 of an inch, which is really awkward. So I don't even know what 2 1/2. So a shade over 1 1/4 is the halfway mark. So if I move this to here, that should be a halfway mark there. Let me bring that out, bring my ruler around so I can get it accurate. So 2 1/2 is 1 1/4, so shade over 1 1/4. So we are talking 1, 2, 3, 1 7/16 of an inch. And let me look at what my metric is, because I haven't written this down. I'm sure I'm scoring a metric 6 1/2 and 13. So whatever, 3 1/4 centimetres. Okay, and then what I'm going to do from there, because I need this ruler out anyway, is I'm going to, I feel like I'm doing this wrong. No, that should be right. Put a triangle from the bottom of that score line there to there, and from there to there, and there to there. Okay, so that is now done, and hopefully you can see it all. So that's every other one. Right, burnish this up and burnish that one and this one as well. And then these sides, and Sorrel is following my husband around, who's just very kindly brought me in a cup of coffee. I'm going to have to show you my coffee mug. Try not to spill my coffee. You know, I have a bit of a thing for toadstools. Oh, you know, are you going to be able to see that? No, you're not. I really want to show you my mug. If we take a picture of it, then you can see it. If I can. That's my mug. It's a Rendale mug. That's the cutest thing. And I need the coffee. I really do. It's very nice. He's doing lunch for all the family right now downstairs. Right, okay. So I have folded and burnished. Now I'm going to trim. So I want to get rid of this bit. And then the bottom corner. And I'm just cutting straight on all of those panels. And what this is going to do, it's going to fold over. And yes, I do need to get rid of these. I knew I did. These bits where I've got the vertical score line, halfway through the middle, get rid of both of those. You can tell it's a long time since I've made this project. Oh, Sorrel's telling everybody off. And I do need to get rid of that one. Oh, Sorrel shouting outside Oliver's bedroom. So what it's going to do is it's going to fold up, and those panels that I've dealt with, they're going to concertina in. Like so. And then that's going to sit over the top. Like that. So what I want to do, I have pre-cut my pieces of designer series paper, but because there's a pattern across it, I've laid it out very carefully in such a way, because you know we don't want to cut a ladybird in half, do we? So I've laid it out really carefully, and then I didn't know which part of the paper, because I've cut vertically as well, which bit was going to end up losing its body. There we go. So I get to keep the top of the praying mantis, and that, well, we're going to lose a bit of the bee, but it's okay. Right, let's seal all of these down. Yeah, I wanted my pattern to repeat all the way along without chopping heads off. Oh, I need some new seal. Oh, I got some seal candy. There we go. Yeah, I didn't want, you know, decapitated ladybirds or anything, so I was very careful to cut carefully. I have just covered up my measurements for all of those pieces, but they will be written on the blog. That is a praying mantis knitting. It's got a ball of wool there. It's funny. And then I don't know, is that a witchetty grub? I don't know, I haven't watched I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here in a very long time, so. But we have got ants leading a parade. We've got a ladybird handing a daisy to, I don't know, is that just a fly? We've got another one reading, that would be me. And we've got a bee doing some watering. Okay. Right. All my panels are in. I have got nobody decapitated. It's always a good thing. So I'm going to put some tearing tape along here. Fold it over, and I now need to determine that because that is where I have put paper, that is going to be a back. So I'm going to fold in two sides, and the back is going to get some tape, as is the front. So that is sealed up. And then that part is sealed up. I'm just going to put my hand in just to make sure it's firmly closed. And then when I push in these sides, because I have pre-scored them, they are going to close up. And now I've got that part there, which means I have got a nice little flat top to my milk carton. You could of course continue on even further and you can make it go like that if you prefer a more traditional style finish, but I didn't want to, I wanted it like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my hole punch and I'm gripping it firmly. I'm going to punch a hole there and a hole there, and a little silver ribbon, which needs its end making to a point. Let's just do it like this because I need to feed it underneath as well. So that's going to sit over the top and oops. And then I'm going to come back in underneath this one. And then through the back of that one. And I can pull that tight. Tie myself a bow. And that is closed off, and I seem to have the perfect length on my ribbon. So we're going to leave that as it is. I'm not going to break anything because it's not broken. I'm not going to fix anything because it's not broken. And then, if you haven't seen my very clever storage, my genius solution, it's a toast rack, but sitting in the front I have a packet of embellishments. Let me see. You can see all of that. Don't do that. I wanted to tip it to show you. Oh well, I can get to show you putting it all back in the toast rack. And in the front are my embellishments. They sit in the front, so this is relevant to the January to June mini catalogue. No, it's not January to June, it's January to April. And I've lost the front again. And then these are the cute little ladybug garden epoxy shapes. Ladybird, I'm British. And I'm going to put a couple of those on. Well, I would if I could get hold of them. I'm going to have one there because, you know, let's just have them wandering across the project. One more up there. They're very cute. And then these are sort of, I don't know, like raindrop things. I don't want to be picked up. Oh, I've got Dropsy. And we can just scatter those in for additional effect. Oh look, I've collected one on my finger there, like dewdrops, and there's another one there. And you could do stamping in extra additional stuff to it as well, but I just think that's really sweet as it is, with my ants trumpeting, and look, and you know, the knitting praying mantis, obviously. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to see you very soon. Bye.